Hello everyone, and welcome to my DOOL Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Talia encounters Belle in the plaza while carrying a bouquet of flowers, she informs Belle that the flowers are for someone really special. She is overjoyed to have another chance to work with Chanel. When Belle became her attorney, all of her second chances began. Since then, everything has gone perfectly, and she now has Chanel. Talia offers Belle a rose, thanks her once more, and departs after Belle tells her to surprise Chanel with her flowers. Johnny marvels at how he had thought they wouldn't work out as they kiss at Chanel's house. Chanel tells him she wants to be with him and gives him another kiss. She simply isn't certain about Talia. She likes her, but they've never had anything like that. She will need to let her go gently. Talia suddenly knocks on the door while grinning broadly. Talia begins raving about how amazing last night was and how maybe they might hang out again as Johnny uncomfortably departs. Johnny wasn't just dropping by, Chanel informs her when she stops her. Talia comments that it must not have been simple to let him down after telling her that he still had feelings for her. I said, I didn't. Talia understands what Chanel is saying and begins to cry as she learns Chanel and Johnny are reconciling. Chanel drags the conversation out haltingly. Chanel, I don't deserve you. Talia departs as Chanel tries to apologize and comfort her that it was just timing and she merits good things. After attempting to determine how long Jada has been in Joyce's room, E.G. hangs up the phone and goes off to shut her up. When Joyce is being questioned by Jada in her hospital room, the assassin is given the option to either confess to the attempted murder or turn on her boss. As Joyce continues to act like a nurse, Jada sees EJ's message on her fake phone, wondering whether Ava is out of the picture yet. Just as EJ enters and tells her to be quiet, Jada pushes once again. Wow, Mr. Demira, it was a welcome surprise. When EJ asks whether she's implying that he's Joyce's boss, he replies that he's her lawyer because she believes he can clear the situation. Ava Vitali shot this poor woman, and EJ, who was just watching the news, wants to assist this woman in need. After a little period of silence, Joyce consents to have EJ represent her. She is advised by Jada that this is a mistake, but her offer is still valid. Joyce says she scares her when she leaves. In search of Ava and Harris, Rafe and a police officer barge into a vacant hotel room. Only a leftover pizza and hospital ID bracelets are available to them. When Sean, who is obviously inebriated, arrives to give assistance, Rafe tells him he shouldn't have come. He makes an attempt to boot Sean out and tells him to stop and consider what he's doing to Belle and his kid. Then he requests that the officer take Sean home. The policeman follows Sean as he charges into the square and orders him to get back in the automobile. Sean is to be taken home by him. Belle assumes control and queries what's happening. She is astounded when he reveals that he desired to work tonight, like this. He's wasted. He is struggling, and Belle informs him that drinking isn't helping. When Sean complains about everything that went wrong, Belle assures him that while she understands, neither Beau nor Victor were at fault. But if counseling isn't helping, they might want to think about going to a residential facility. He is shocked. Rehab. She only wants to assist, but Sean nearly chews off her head, brings up lying about Philip and standing in for him, and then screams at her for cheating on me every single time we have a problem. Yikes. As Belle tries to send him home, he brings up EJ and starts ranting once more about everything he's meant to get over. After attempting to reach him, Belle takes out the rose Talia gave her. Tripp apologizes to Wendy for ending their night early when they return home. He is aware that EJ attempted to murder his mother. When he enters his room, he discovers Ava and Harris. Ava gives Tripp a hug and tells him what happened right before Wendy arrived. Ava can stay for as long as she has to, but Tripp then inquires as to why Harris is there. He expresses regret for his various brainwashing tricks. He is merely there to assist Ava. Then, After Ava has revealed that Susan is still alive, Tripp asks suspiciously, "So you started seeing Susan?" Ava claims she had glimpses of Susan and that she recalls watching her go. Susan has peculiar abilities, psychic abilities. Ava and Harris want to travel to London to find Susan, but Tripp and Wendy look at her as though she's lost it. She also meets Tripp's assistants. Harris has connections in the false passport business, but Tripp is needed to deal with him. Although they are aware that waiting for the passports will be too lengthy, Wendy interrupts. No, it will not. She used to often create phony identification. She only needs real passports. So Tripp and she pull out the ones they were conveniently holding. Then they engage in an unplanned picture shoot. Talia remembers warmer days with Channel in the closing moments of the show and takes a shot at the bar. When Sean enters, he asks if he can join. Up until Channel knocks on Johnny's door at the Demira mansion, he paces, anxious about Talia. Jada tells Rafe what happened when she gets back to the hospital, and neither of them seem to buy EJ's account. As they look for Ava and Harris, they will obtain a warrant for his phone. After her encounter with Harris, EJ tells Joyce that she is fortunate to be alive. But Ava is in for a rude awakening if she thinks he's going to keep her safe from me, I said. Ava and Harris are awestruck by the false passports when they return to Tripp and Wendy's. Tripp is concerned for her security, but Ava gives him a hug and tells him that Susan has to know. After giving her another embrace, Tripp advises her to return home safely. Where there is a will, there is a way, as they say. And it appears that Vivian's way is the only option when there is no will. That is the issue the Kyriakis family is dealing with on Days of Our Lives, because Victor's will has vanished, and his whole estate is defaulting to his alleged wife. Although Vivian's lost will may have initially appeared to be part of a scheme, she is probably only capitalizing on the situation. Victor had a rationale for rescinding the will because Brady and Alex were able to confirm with Victor's attorney that he had actually called from Greece, and the only thing that could possibly trigger it is family. What did Victor discover in Greece then? People initially speculated that Philip's unexplained travel might have something to do with the treatment he was receiving in Europe, while Victor's family speculated that it might have something to do with Beau. Both of those hypotheses were wrong, but Victor's son might still have been involved in the covert trip. Just maybe not the one we were considering. Confused? Days of Our Lives might already be steering us in the right direction. Sarah honors her stepfather, Maggie's love, and Xander's uncle Victor by naming her daughter Victoria. But it's also possible that this is a connection to Days of Our Lives that is preparing us for an even larger shock. What if Victoria is actually named after her grandfather and not her great-uncle? Yes, that would imply that Victor is Xander's biological father. Apart from the fact that Xander's mother reared him in Scotland, and that his father was Victor's never-seen brother Titus, very little is known about his past. Even though we didn't know about Xander when he appeared in Salem, even as Brady's younger brother, he was still very much a member of the family. Was Victor aware of this over the years? And if so, why did he keep Xander close by yet still at a distance? Victor used to be a mobster until Isabella passed away, and he made the decision to become straight. But was Xander perhaps even too dangerous for him? Xander may have been too much of a loose cannon even for him, as seen by Theresa's remarks about him ripping the wings off butterflies as a young child playing with Brady, and the manslaughter accusations Victor had to settle as a teenager. Victor might not have wanted to confirm it, even if he suspected it might be true. He could monitor Xander and use him for the shadier aspects of Titan business, but he would never genuinely accept him into the family. But after all that happened to Beau, and perhaps realizing that his own time was running out, Victor decided it was time to learn the truth about Xander's parentage and traveled to Greece to see what he could uncover. Although Xander was brought up by his Scottish mother, what if Titus simply abducted Xander and left him there? He may have had a falling out with Victor and desired retribution, or he may have had another motive for adopting and rearing his brother's child. The argument is that if the truth were to come out, Xander's position as the family's black sheep would reach Shakespearean tragedy proportions. The fatal blow would be that Victor had essentially spent his entire life being rejected, but it turned out that his father had been there in front of him the entire time. Even though he was Victor's nephew, who he did cherish almost like a son, Xander was kept apart from him. The dynamics of the entire Kyriakis family would be abruptly upended because Xander would be Victor's oldest in Salem. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.